Welcome back to another live stream. This is going to be the partless rundown on my Traxxas E-Revo 110 scale brushless edition. So I'm going to wait for a few people to come in and we'll get this party started. Overkill RC, what's going on? RC Eruptions, what's happening? Marco Polo, Design Vortex, what's going on? Yes, this is RIPSAW. Orion 88, what's going on? Kalawadi Films, what's going on, bro? RC King lunch is about to end. RC Traxxas slash 4x4 NL, what's going on? Ashton Stinger? Joe, what's going on, my friend? Quality. Lewis LPRC, what's going on? Dark Knight, what's up? So I'm just gonna wait another minute for people to join in, and I'll go over the part list of this Traxxas E-Revo 110 scale brushless edition, and I'm most likely gonna do 2 other videos with other RCs for today since I do have time to do it, and I'll give you guys a quick heads up of which one you want me to do. I was just in Jersey yesterday. I was in Hackensack. Yeah, I'll let you guys go over that. I'm gonna check out a few things, and in like 30 seconds I'll come back in and we'll get the party started. Adam Heyer, RC Hunting, what's going on? So, Ashton, let me see. Is a trigger with love? E-Revo Blood 2, love it. E-Revo's an awesome RC. All right, so let's go. Let's talk about the RC, the part list, and everything like that. If you want to know anything about the RC itself, I'm going to have the part list in the description below. There are a few more things. Ultimate Traxxas, man, what's going on? There are a few more parts that are on this that are not even on that list, but we'll go over a few things. So, Traxxas E-Revo, by far, this is one of Traxxas's flagship RCs that they've had throughout the years. It doesn't really have any type of they consider it a 1/10 scale. Guys who look at it as a 1/8 scale or a 1/9 scale. I've done a lot of things to this RC conceptually that when I started just upgrading the RC, I ended up wanting to do a special project, which I did years ago, which was very, very, very expensive to me. And I'm going to see if I can pull up a picture for you guys to see what it looked like at one point in time. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So at one time or another, this is what the RC looked like, just to give you a quick visual of how many times this thing has metamorphosized since I've owned it. So I think I did a pretty good job when I did this. Very expensive job. There's a lot of things that broke just to even get it to this point, but had to strengthen out a lot of things on there. That being said, like I said, like I'll always tell you guys, if you guys enjoy the content of going through the notifications, give me a thumbs up. It does help me when I do these live things, and gets a little bit more people to get involved with checking out the live conversations that I'm having over here. Anyway, Traxxas E-Revo. The E-Revo has been out. The original Revo was the gas edition, and they ended up coming off with the E-Revo, made it an electrical size system. They make a brush and a brushless edition. This is the brushless edition. This is a customized body that I did, just plain black with my, I guess, logo, I guess, primarily into this RC. This thing is as old as it has the Mama Monster 1 system. To me, still the best system out here. I ended up doing a video where I had to take this whole thing apart, clean everything out, because I believe it was my rear diff broke. So I just started cleaning everything out, and there's a lot more parts that I just have to install on this, and I haven't done it when I started fixing everything up. So let's start off with the tires. These are the Proline trenchers. By far, these are pretty cool. I mean, they beef up the RC a lot. I'm not too sure if these are Trencher X's or just regular trenchers. Yeah, Trencher X's. So the reason why I went with the Trencher X on this, because I just wanted it wider. If you guys can see right there, it's a lot wider than what's initially on the Talons or any other of the tires that are out there. The only problem with having tires this wide, it does put a lot of strain on your diffs, on your drive shafts. So keep in mind when you start getting into the Proline tires and stuff like that, like the Big Joes and all the other ones, the Super Swampers, that it is going to put weight on your tires and it's going to do a lot of strain on the mechanics of this system. Just to give you a heads up, we're going to go on the exterior, and then I'll work my way on the interior. The cage that I have is from VG Racing. I've had this cage since I bought the E-Revo, one of the strongest cages out there. I've literally have stood on this cage just to test it out, and it did not flex or bend. So excellent product for you guys to check out. VG Racing, I believe it's vgracing.com or something like that. Definitely check them out. The car is fully RC screwed kit. You guys know for years I've been recommending you guys to getting stainless steel screws for your RCs. Two reasons. One, you don't have to deal with the rust. Secondly, you're able to take apart your RC and learn more and more about what you're building or what you're configuring or what you're upgrading. So definitely cool thing for you to do to learn more and more about the RC that you're dealing with, because there's going to be a time where you're just not going to want to play your local hobby shop to repair it, and you're going to have to get a little bit more in depth with this RC. The RC is pretty complicated if you are doing types of any type of formats that you want to it. But once you start getting used to it, everything is pretty much a la carte to where you're able to take things out and put them back in. RPM front and rear bumper, RPM bearing carriers front and rear, RPM arms front and rear. I think that's it for the RPM. Also, I ended up going with the sway bar kit. The sway bar kit is definitely a must for the E-Revo. Definitely pick yourself something like that. Also, now, here's my recommendation to you. There are pros and cons to this company. I ended up going with the Traxxas Driveshafts, the steel Driveshafts. Kept on breaking, and they kept popping out of the cup. The dog bones just kept on popping out, and which was very annoying to me. So I ended up investing in MIP Driveshafts. They are going to cost you a lot more money, but on the long term, it is a phenomenal Driveshafts. That is the pro. The con is constant maintenance on the Driveshafts because they do rust out, which it's a common thing with the MIP Driveshafts. I have them in a lot of my vehicles, especially like my crawlers and stuff like that, and my rock racers. But there's a lot of maintenance into taking care of these Driveshafts. So definitely check out a lot of YouTube videos. I've done a few videos on how to maintain a Driveshaft from MIP, but there are a lot of more guys there are guys out there that are more in depth of setting up their Driveshafts and everything like that. Alrighty, where am I at? Alright, so as you can see, I have a shroud here. The shroud is from Dusty Motors. Dusty Motors shroud, I've been dealing with that company for a couple of years now. Excellent work. The main thing that I love about the company is that they ended up thinking outside the box and put a zipper for you to check out your components and stuff like that. This doesn't mean that you're able to submerge it underwater, but I've taken this snow bashing many a times, and the cool thing is that my ESC is not water resistant. So any type of water gets in there, we're causing a fire. That being said, I've never had an issue once I had the shroud on. Where else am I going? One thing I never got was the T-Bone Racing, which I thought was kind of weird. I do have the Traxxas steel drive shaft, the steel sensor drive shafts in there. I did upgrade the diffs. I believe it's Hot Racing or Integy cups that I'm utilizing, and I'm not doing the spiral gear. I ended up going with a stronger diff. So I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna see a few of your questions or statements that have been made out there. Okay, here we go. Okay, Joe says speed test. Adam, what's up? Dark Knight, you're in Paramus. Ashton, all right, I read yours. I literally just left my post office for VXL 3C Sparks coming from. All right, Ultimate Traxxas. I said what's up. Nick Shikano. Wait, Skybinski. Nick Skybinski, what's going on? R Soldier, what's going on? Does anyone know a better motor than the VXL3? I need a better servo as well. Savox makes excellent servos. If you are gonna go with better than a VXL3S, I would say you go Castle Creations 3S system Sidewinder 3. Joe gives me thumbs up, A-OK, and the big muscle sign. Video is great. Thank you very much, my man. Ultimate Traxxas, man. Castle systems are good. Yep, I agree. I had two E-Revos, but sold them. Sold one, kept the best and the newest one. Nick says I've been through 15 rear diffs in my 2 years. You should definitely it's definitely going to be the strain because of the tires that you're utilizing. My opinion to you, go with spiral gears and metal diff cup. Not too sure what company you're going to go with. I've had a lot of luck with the hot racing, so that's something that you can check out. Ultimate Traxxas, man, I've never blown a diff. I've blown probably 3 diffs in this truck. 4 diffs, because when I had the tracks, I was ripping stuff about. How much do you weigh on this? Where can I get screws for my /4x4 LCG? Go to RC Screws with the Z at the end.com or eBay. Design Vortex says, how come you didn't get sweep terrain custom tires? I don't know why I never bought those tires. I ended up I like these. I have 2 different versions of them. You know, I got the X and I got the regular ones with the high high side mounts. Yes, Ultimate Traxxas, RC Screws. Screws with a Z, remember that. Ashton, how does the car perform off-road with the sway bars? With the sway bars, it's less flipping, it's more stable, it's so much better to have it. I believe they're like around 35 bucks, worth every penny for you to invest in getting that. New York City 007, what's going on? Not trying to get off the topic, but I want to know when Traxxas is gonna drop that 5th scale slash. I have no idea, man. Like I said, I saw them send an email out and then it got retracted. So who knows, man? I'm waiting for the Bronco coming out from Traxxas. Marco Polo says, I definitely agree with you with the MIP Driveshafts, bro. Yeah, definitely. Tyler Stone, what's happening, my friend? Mr. Films, can I put a bigger motor like a Mamba Monster? In where? I'm not too sure. Randy Thomas, what's going on? Randy Thomas says, what's up, Gio? Have you ever tried the Cordova motor? No, I have not. I'd be interested in trying one. Mr. Harris, what do you use to put your name on the side of your car body? If you ever go to like car shops where they do that racing type thing with the cars, like somebody throws in a Lancer Evo and everything like that. They start doing special decals. That's where I got it from. They're very expensive. So let me see. Next, Joe says, how fast and does it have a wheelie bar? It had a wheelie bar. It broke off, and it's pretty quick. I believe I have the stock setup on this right now. Let me see, Mr. Films. RC hobbying is getting pricey. It definitely is. There's too many companies that are out right now. Oh, /4x4 LCG. On the next video, you'll probably see the /4x4 that I have in there. There was a Mamba Monster System 2200 kV motor, which you do not have to modify the chassis or anything like that to install that into there. So that's a 1/8 scale system. You can go with other companies that are out there. But get it while it's good, because you got companies out there going out of business. Anyway. So let's talk about the links. Now, I do have all the replacement links, the aluminum links from Traxxas. They're in black. I have not installed them. I'm going to crack open the shroud for you guys to see the internal workings of my RC. Okay. Let me put you to the side. All right. All right, so these are the recent things that I've acquired in the RC. There's a company called Full Force RC, and they ended up coming in with the servo mounts. These are in silver. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that right there. Definitely worth it. So you're able to put the stainless steel screws in there, which a lot of people like to do. As you guys see, I have the wire mesh black for the Mamba Monster 1 system. I do have shock covers. You can get shock covers from badhorsey.com. These are probably not, I don't know, but this, but definitely check them out. I'm still running the two 2075 steering servos. And also what controls this is my DX3R Pro. What else is in this RC that I could talk about? I think at this point, that's it. The type of tires that I utilize on the E-Revo, I do have the Trencher X's. I do have the Trencher X. The Trencher X, they have the regular Trenchers. I have the Badlands, and I have the Big Joes that I utilize on this. But the Badlands are the best handling ones out there by far. What upgrades are going to be happening to this RC in the next few months? The internal workings I have Robinson Racing spur and pinion. I'm probably going to change out the transmission case for a metal transmission case. Not too sure what company I'm going to go with, but I do want to make this metal. I also want to change out the mount and the cover very soon. This does have a telemetry system as of right now from Spectrum at this point. What else on this RC that I can look at right off the top of my head? I think, yeah, and then maybe I got the nuts in red. Let me see what you guys are saying out there. Hold on. Okay, /4x4. Where can I get the Mamba Monster for the cheapest brand new? eBay. NC007, nice cage for that E-Revo Geo. VG Racing is definitely where to get it at, man. VG Racing, I've had this for a long time. It fits right underneath the body, and it's on point. Love those trenches. They hook up on the dirt. Yes, but remember, there's a lot of strain that goes onto the drive shaft, so you got to make sure. Like if you're using the plastic drive shafts, you'll twist them immediately. Mr. Marquez, Luis. What's up with the new E-Revo? I do not know, man. I'm betting the farm 2018 for the new E-Revo. My man Tap Money. What's going on, my man? New York City 007 says, I did that mod. I used the E-Revo slipper clutch on my Slash. It works perfect. Awesome. Ashton, if I want to get at least 60 miles, what gear ratio to go with? I'm running a Traxxas 2S 25C LiPo, which sucks, laughing out loud. LiPos are right. Let me see. Also, what is a good battery, but not too expensive? You have a few companies that are out there like Turnigy and stuff like that. Me, I recommend you go with the Traxxas brand because they warranty it. Not that Traxxas is supporting the channel. I'm just throwing what I've seen throughout the years. I've utilized Venom. I'm not too particularly happy with their warranty program and stuff like that with Venom. But Traxxas has been pretty on point. I would say shoot up to 3S for you to get a little bit more power out of your system. And that's running on stock gearing. Tyler Stone. Need to get a pair of trenchers for my Slash. Well, when I show you my new my other video, you're gonna notice that my Slash has trenchers on it as well. New York City 007, very true. I was killing my clutch and the batteries for the tires. Yep. And Brian, oh man, I can't even say your name. Brissetti, probably. Your recommendation for X-Max version 1, replace the motor, burn out the stock, with the 2075 is running. My recommendation for the first edition, I don't even know. Gio, what's the top speed of the E-Revo doing? I would say when I put on the Badlands, I could probably get for this one 60 if I have the Badlands on there, you know. But they still become, pizza cutters. Craig, what you running inside the E-Revo transmission? In the transmission, I have the Robinson Racing gears internally in the transmission. I believe I have Hot Racing gearing on the internal parts. I did take this whole thing apart and started re-greasing everything. I would say a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. So once I do the transmission swap out, I'll do a video of a tutorial how to take that thing out, which is very, very simple. It's just, meticulous when you take it out. So that's pretty much the thing. That pretty much runs down the E-Revo at this point. I'm also running a center diff. Can handle 6S. Should be able to. Okay. What's the center diff? I'm getting put on my slash 4x4. The center diff is where, well, if you run a center diff on the slash 4x4, where your pinion is. You can buy the SPUR to have a diff. I think they call that the center diff because it's a diff right there. And the differential will probably run you around 35 to 40 bucks. Definitely worth it. I have it in two of my RCs, my slash 4x4 LCG, and I believe Stan Pinky. So, yep, that's primarily it, So hopefully this video was informative to you. I was able to run down each and everything that I did on my E-Revo. As you guys well may know, a lot of the things that I get here are pretty expensive. Your best thing to do is go onto the description below. You'll be able to see everything that I've acquired for the E-Revo throughout the years and stuff like that. And mathematically, you can determine what I spent on it, at that point. So hopefully this video was informative to you. If you do plan to get an RC, now is the time to buy an E-Revo. I've seen E-Revos right now go as low as $500. Think about that. $500 for an E-Revo. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that price. So, like I said, hopefully this video is informative for you. I'm going to check out on a few more of your questions that you have on there. Hot Racing has a lot of new parts for the Fortec. Yeah, I know they have a lot of new parts. I need to start doing my Fortec. I mean, it's just been sitting there. Let me see. I have one for my E-Revo. Craig, what's going on, Craig? Put thick oil on the center diff on the slash. Yes, I think 50,000 should be good. 100,000. Yeah, one of those. Mr. Films, no, don't go. Laugh my ass off. I have more questions. I'm going to be uploading another video. This is just for the E-Revo that I'm talking about. Super awesome video, brother. I love it always. I have a blast. RC cars. I'm jealous. Nah, don't be, bro. You'll get there. Definitely, man. Thank you very much, Joe. New York City 007. What do you think about the mini E-Revo? I own it. We'll go into a discussion once I do the mini E-Revo review. Brushed. This is brushless. Tyler Stone, damn, that's crazy. Good price, dude. For $500 you can't go. They're going cheaper than the Traxxas / Ultimate. Let me see. Thanks, Gio. You're awesome. That's from Ashton. Thank you very much. Design Vortex. Do you think a low C DXBL is worth $1,000? I think it's worth $900. Let me see, Mr. Films. Okay, cool, bro. All right. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're looking. Design Vortex. Yeah, I think for $900 when it was on sale on Christmas time, it was definitely worth the money. So, all right, I answered a lot of the questions that were there. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video on the E-Revo. Definitely a cool RC for you to get. Traxxas has dropped the price on acquiring an E-Revo. I think mostly because everybody's going bananas trying to get an X-Max and stuff like that. So, that being said, getting your hands on an E-Revo or an E-Max or a Summit, right now is the time to do it. So, Definitely, I enjoyed doing this live presentation with you guys. Hopefully, you guys were a little bit more informed on what the E-Revo could initially be like once you start upgrading a lot of parts that I've upgraded. There's still a lot more things to do for this RC. There's a lot of parts that I have never installed, which I need to do very soon. So once again, rate, comment, subscribe, and to my fellows up in YouTube. Later.